Your golf posture is super important, but it can be tricky to master and understand how it causes certain golf shots that you may hit in your golf game. In this video, we'll cover how to perfect your posture and also talk about the science behind a great posture. Great posture is the foundation of any great golf swing, and poor posture is actually the root cause of many bad shots that you may suffer with, including tops, thins, and shanks. In this video, we'll cover how to master your posture and adapt it for different golf clubs. Let's look at a great posture address and cover some of the key points. We can see the spine is in a neutral position, which allows for maximum rotation whilst limiting any stress on your lower back. There is also a slight knee flex and athletic readiness, which is really important for creating a dynamic, powerful golf swing. The arms also hang down nice and relaxed, which is important for creating a tension-free backswing. From face on, we can see our feet are shoulder width apart, creating a stable base for generating speed while staying balanced. And with the mid-arm, we can see our hips and shoulders are pretty level. This is something we'll talk about later on when we look at adapting this for different clubs. So let's dive into a simple drill to help you create a great posture. Stand nice and tall with the mid-iron, have your feet shoulder width apart, and have your club at waist height pointing towards your belt buckle. From here, we want to tilt forward from the hips, trying to maintain all the other angles we've just created. Then as we reach the ground, we want a very slight knee flex, just to soften the knees and get ready for an athletic movement. A great way to check that your arms are in a good position is to let them hang off the golf club. If you can easily get them back on the golf club from here, it's a great sign that your arms are in a good position. If they swing away or towards you, that's maybe something you need to look at and correct. From here, you can shuffle towards the golf ball or move further away, and keep this great posture as you're ready to start hitting golf shots. This drill works with any golf club, and you can start to use it to see how you need to adapt your posture to hit wedges or drivers. The second error many golfers struggle with is understanding where their weight should be through their feet. This second drill is a really good way to help you understand that. Once you're in a good setup position, rock backwards and forwards onto your heels and then onto your toes. Make the movement smaller and smaller as you start to find your athletic balanced position between these two extremes. From here, you should be ready to make a dynamic movement, generate some speed, and hit a lot of good golf shots. Use these two drills in practice to help you understand the correct posture and understand where your balance should be to hit great, consistent golf shots. Now let's take that information and look at how we can create a great, repeatable golf swing every time when we need to. The key concept we're going to look at is building everything around the club face. This is critical. So many golfers make a posture and setup and then adapt things to try and find the golf ball, and this ends up in all sorts of compensations and poor golf shots. First, place your club head behind the ball with your feet together and aim the club face at your target. You can now build your stance around this club face, making sure you're perfectly aligned to your target every time. This approach is also a really handy way of gauging where your golf ball position is in your stance for different clubs, which is something we cover in another video. The same approach can be used for mastering your posture with driver. We just make two small tweaks. First, we place the ball in the front of our stance. Secondly, we just bump our hips forward slightly at setup. This forward ball position creates a shallow angle of attack we need to hit driver. And this new spine angle we've created is great for helping us load our trail side early in our backswing, which is really key for hitting long, straight, powerful drives. Now we've seen how to create great posture, let's look at some of the common faults we see with many amateur golfers. The first common posture we see is golfers who are very upright in their upper body and then flex their knees to try and get down to the golf ball. This upright posture makes it very difficult to get down low enough to hit the golf ball, and certainly makes it a struggle to get that ball turf contact we're looking for with irons and wedges. The result is lots of tops, thins, and maybe the odd fat, and it's very difficult to make a good backswing from this position. The second common fault is golfers who have too much knee flex and are often standing a little too close to the golf ball. This is a real double whammy for hitting some shanks. This posture results in most of your weight going through your heels at setup. As you make a dynamic golf swing, your weight will want to move forward. And in turn, as you do this, the club head will shift further out towards the golf ball. The result is a lot of shots out the heel and often some shanks. Furthermore, this setup leaves very little room between your hands and your legs. As your hips rotate through in your downswing, your arms have no option but to move further out to swing through. This again promotes the club head going out towards the golf ball and will result in even more heel shots and maybe the odd shank. The final common posture we see is golfers who are far too far away from the golf ball and are reaching out. In this golf posture, your weight is right on your toes at setup. As you make your golf swing, you'll have a hard time keeping it there if you want to generate any power. As a result, you'll shift back to your balance point and the club head will come away from the golf ball. This often results in many toe strikes, or we see golfers lose their balance as they try to make contact with the golf ball. None of these are good options, and hopefully you can start to see how fundamental golf posture is in creating a great golf swing. Just a small shift in your posture and balance can make a big difference to your golf swing, your performance, and your levels of consistency. I'd always recommend finding a great local pro to help you make these changes, but if you are going to work on your posture, give yourself time and reps. Keep making a great setup and let your brain problem solve how to make good contact with the golf ball from this new position. Give yourself 10 to 20 reps without really judging the outcome too much, and your body will start to hit more and more good golf shots as it learns to swing the golf club from this new position. I hope you found this video useful. Do check out the other videos in this series, and as always, leave any comments below.